Hey, Picks and Parlay family, it's me, Detroit Lenny, here with another Power Hour for you for Friday, January 20th. We got a little two-team parlay on the store for you here for Power Hour for Divisional NFL round this weekend. And we also have three props for you that we think you're going to like. So I got Terry Edelman and Nick Earl on for us to talk some NFL Divisional round playoff football. But before we do that, got to remind everybody about nohouseadvantage.com. Don't forget to check them out. No House Advantage changing the game by offering the most dynamic fantasy sports platform available today. When you sign up with them, whether you go to the app or you download the app, or you go to the website or you download the app, use the promo code PNP, and that will give you a first deposit match up to $50. All you got to do is put in PANDP. Use that when you can. All right, so let's get over on to our first guest here, Terry Edelman, talk a little NFL two-team parlay. Terry Edelman, how are you doing? Are you ready, NFL? Were you good with that?
Well, no. We all know how I felt about Wild Card Weekend. When it comes to my two-team parlay, sadly, it did not cash last week.
I'm sorry.
The Minnesota Vikings did not win against the New York Giants. But I'm very happy with the Vikings season. They weren't expected to do what they did. So it was a great season. It didn't end exactly how I wanted, but that's how it goes.
That's fair. That's accurate. And I'll say this. I've been waiting all week to ask you that, though, how your wild card weekend was, because we do power hours on Friday. So I kind of been holding out. And I thought I did pretty good. So, but you're right. Let's move on. Jaguars at the Chiefs. Chiefs minus 8.5. Over-under is 53. Where are you going? What you doing?
Well, this is the number one most public bet game. And the side is all on this Kansas City Chiefs team on the spread here. People look at it, Mahomes, the Kansas City Chiefs, what they've done the last few years. And then you look at this Jaguars team, which has been known to be kind of a disaster. They're not the Cleveland Browns, but they've kind of been one of the laughing stocks of the NFL for quite a few years. And now they're here in this divisional round. Trevor Lawrence has never lost on a Saturday, 50 some odd games going back to high school. I think this is too many points. I do think Kansas City probably does win this game, but I think it's going to be closer than most people expect. And I think it's too many points. But when you're doing a parlay and you're going against Mahomes, one of the greats, I went up a few more points. So I went up to plus 14.5. If Kansas City wins this game, I see it being a close game. 4, 7, maybe 10 points. So 14.5, I think is a good spread for this game.
I will say this. This is probably the game I'm most conflicted on of the 4 NFL games this weekend. And I like the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs win. They walk away with the win. But I'm a teaser guy, and this falls right into my Jacksonville teasing them up over 2 touchdowns or teasing Kansas City down to under a touchdown. I think you're good either way if you're doing a tease. But this is the other half of that, and I like that there. I got to remind everybody, there's a promo code for Power Hour, and it's just for Power Hour, so we know you watch this show. Save 25% off of the entire website at picksandparlays.net if you use the promo code PLAYOFF. That'll save you 25%. You watch all these other shows on the Picks and Parlay Network. There's another code going around, floating around. But that's only for 20%. Not when you talk to Detroit Lenny in Power Hour. You get 25. Second leg of this parlay, Sunday. Cowboys at 49ers. Niners minus 4. Over-under is 46. What's the second leg of the parlay?
Yeah, well, I started with the earliest game on divisional round weekend, and I'm going to the latest game here. That wasn't a planned decision, but that's just how it worked out. Cowboys and 49ers. I see people on the Cowboys side here. I see more people than I expected on the Cowboys side when it comes to people at large. But I love this 49ers team. I have a future on them to win the Super Bowl. Once they traded for McCaffrey, they just look different. Yes, the Cowboys finally beat Tom Brady, but you have to look at just the offensive scheme of that team, Brady in general. I think it looked a little bit better than it actually was. The Niners, it was a close game with Seattle the first half, and then the Niners stepped it up, and Seattle had no match for them. I think this will be a closer game than obviously the Niners and Seahawks game, but I like the 49ers here to win. So when you're doing a parlay, instead of taking the -4, like you could take Jacksonville plus 8.5 and Niners +4 or -4, but it's easier to lose. Like obviously having the extra points and having the money line, it's so much easier to win. So I like these two teams this weekend when you're going for parlay action here.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys kind of, everybody's on the cow. I mean, the Cowboys are a public team anyway. But then when they see what they did to Tampa and they beat their ass 60 minutes of football. And there's no other way to say it, Tampa fans. I don't know how else to say it, but you got your butt whipped for 60 minutes of football. But Tampa, you're not a good team. And Dallas, I think, they have a tendency to read their own headlines. And I think they're going to overlook San Francisco a little bit. And I think San Francisco are in a rout, to be honest with you, but I like them the whole way. So 2-team parlay. Anyways, plus 115 here. Take the Jacksonville Jaguars up over 2 touchdowns and the Niners on the money line. I don't hate it at all. I mean, and it's plus money. So let's roll with that. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Power Hours here Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Check out Terry Edelman on picksandparlays.net. Use that promo code PLAYOFF. Save you 25% off when you're looking for Terry Edelman on the show. Good luck unless you're against us, Terry. Are you against us?
How's it going?
No, you're not.
No.
All right.
No.
We'll see you. We'll see you on the next one. All right, guys, I promised you some props, and let's get this ball rolling here. We got Nick Earl coming in with some NFL playoff props. How was your wild card weekend, my friend?
From a betting perspective, it was my best betting weekend of the NFL season. I went 14-3, so it was an amazing betting weekend, and obviously having my team win was also nice as well. But just from the betting perspective, it was an awesome weekend.
You had to throw that in there because my team, Terry's team lost. My team didn't make it.
Yeah,
but go ahead. Okay. You want your 3 minutes? You want your 3 seconds of fame here with the Giants?
It was a nice win. We're on to Philadelphia.
There you go. That's what you should say. All right. 3 props for Saturday and Sunday. Good job. Listen, I got to tell everybody real quick about this promo code for Power Hour. Use the playoff. Just type in playoff at checkout. That'll save you 25% off the entire website. Like I said, this is a Power Hour. There's too many P's in this show. Picks and Parlay Power Hour. Promo code playoff.
Boom.
Bam. Right? Yeah, exactly. Use this promo code. Check out these props, though. Nick Earl has came up. By the way, 3-0 last week on his props, given out on Power Hour. 2-3 the week before. And he hates props, folks, in the NFL. So talk to me about these.
Yeah, the first one I came up with was I actually have 2 from that opening game of the weekend with Kansas City and Jacksonville, 1 on each side. Now, I do like the over in that game. I do like the Chiefs in a rout. Truthfully, I think that this is I think I threw a score prediction in one chat saying like 41-23, something along those lines. I think this is a high-scoring route where Kansas City does whatever they want on offense. And similar to last week, the way I approached these props was I looked for weaknesses in the opposing defenses, looking at like DraftKings is DraftKings DFS is one way I looked at it, where were some of these defenses giving up points? The Kansas City Chiefs are ranked 28th in the league against wide receivers this year. Zay Jones is the top target for Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So got to go to big play Zay. Shout out to the former ECU Pirate there with Zay Jones. I like him over 52.5 receiving yards against the Kansas City Chiefs this weekend. On the flip side on this one, I like Travis Kelce. The Jacksonville Jaguars ranked 27th in the NFL, giving up points against the tight end position. So this is definitely a weakness we've noticed with the Jacksonville Jaguars all year long. Travis Kelce is the best tight end in football. I don't think that's really anywhere close anyone else. So definitely he's going to have his way with this Jacksonville defense. I think he gets over 100 yards. So I like the over 82.5 there. But then the final one is on Sunday between that game in between Cincinnati and Buffalo. And Buffalo ranks 25th in the NFL against wide receivers, giving up fantasy points to them. So I like Jamar Chase to have his way in this game over 85.5 receiving yards. I can potentially see a few spots where he gets 20 to 30 on one individual play. He's somebody who can definitely break a long game, and someone I would look to try to beat this Bills defense, which the secondary has not been particularly great this year. That is one of their weaknesses of the Buffalo Bills defense. So they do give up a lot of fantasy points, a lot of yards, and points to opposing wide receivers. So I'm looking at Jamar Chase over 85.5 as well.
I like these a lot. When you sent them to me, I immediately thought when I read them that first of all, Jamar Chase and Travis Kelce can for sure get both of these overs in 2 to 3 catches.
Yeah.
Zay Jones, little dink and dunk kind of thing, but I don't hate him getting 4 to 5 catches.
Oh yeah, he gets targeted 8 times a game at least.
Right,
so.
Exactly. So he's definitely going to get his. And like I said, Kelce, he breaks his off in like 15 chunk of 15, 20, 40 yards, 30 yards. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's chunk guy over the middle. And especially Jacksonville's defense doesn't do well against tight ends. And now you put him up against, like you said, I agree with you, best tight end in the NFL.
Yeah, and when you look at the Zay Jones play, you said he can get a bunch of catches. I think that Jacksonville is going to be playing from behind in this game, similar to what they did against LA. I would look at Trevor Lawrence's pass attempts over because he's going to have to throw the ball 40, 45 times to keep pace with Patrick Mahomes in that offense. So I can definitely see him having to throw the ball 50 times this weekend.
And I like the fact that here's the thing is we've learned that if we've learned anything this NFL regular season, we've learned that Kansas City wins, but don't cover. But what we've also learned with Kansas City is that playoff Kansas City Chiefs are different than Kansas City Chiefs regular season. Now you got Patrick Mahomes. Now you got Andy Reid just got some crazy stat off of bye week. Yeah, come on. They're going to move the ball at will. I don't know. Like if Jacksonville doesn't score on every possession, I don't think they stay in this game.
Oh yeah, I think the best bet of that Kansas City game. Yeah, the best bet of that Kansas City game is just taking the Chiefs team total over 30.5. I think they dropped 40 in that game.
Yeah, Jesse Shule gave that out on the Power Hour earlier this week. The team total.
Yeah,
this game, the easiest bet here is just the team total Kansas City over, and just walk away.
They're gonna have their way. And as boring as it sounds, the Kansas City Chiefs are going back to the Super Bowl. That would be my pick. I might throw a small future at that. Just kind of because it's plus 135, I believe, for the Chiefs to win the AFC. I'll take that, and then I'll have if they win this weekend as what are they minus 400 favorite? If they win this weekend, I'll have a plus 135 money line to go with them next weekend. Kind of thought process behind that.
Yeah, not horrible at all. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. Power Hours here Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Nick Earl, I appreciate it. Don't forget to check out Nick Earl on picksandparlays.net or earlsportsbets.com. Check them out as well. And use the playoff code. Use the promo code PLAYOFF. Save you 25% off the entire site. Till then, guys, good luck unless you're against us. We out as soon as I can hit the button.
Yeah.